we're back. So, last session, I progressed to the Cold War, and I'm gonna have to very quickly start making trade deals. This doesn't look too cold. This is still burning hot. I'm gonna go ahead and make trade deals with the new political factions. Let's go ahead and see them. Okay, first we'll meet the Eastern Bloc.
This Presidente is today's code book. There will be a new one tomorrow. Attempts to communicate in yesterday's code will prove you are an enemy. Attempts to communicate in tomorrow's code will prove you are insane. The name Nadia Kuznetsov is provided only for convenience, but I am pleased to meet you.
Alright, so here's our Eastern Bloc representative here to speak to us, and then the Western powers.
I'm gonna level with you, Presidente. I don't trust you. Even Colonel Buck Scott, Uncle Sam's #1 commie buster, needs more than a handshake before he knows how red a person is. How red are you, Presidente? Fuchsia? A little bit mauve? Are you maroon, Presidente?
Alright, that's pretty good. He wants to know if there are any reds under the bed. You know, but we gotta look out for that. And there are two new factions here, the Environmentalists and the Industrialists. So let's meet them.
Do you know why I love the planet so much, Presidente? I was born here. It's my home and it's where I belong, with the rainbows and the trees and the little baby animals. That's why I'm Sunny Flowers. And if anybody wants to exploit Mother Earth, I'm like, no way, Presidente. She's our life support, and without her, we'd all just be gasping for air.
Alright, sounds great. And now for the greatest party of all time, my personal favorite, the Industrialist.
As befits the manners of a gentleman, Presidente, I wish to introduce myself. I am Harlan Zander, a leader of men and a friend to the rich. It is my pleasure to accept the bounty of this world, from which I profit in a number of ways. My preferred method is to dig things up to mix, melt, or burn. I do confess that burning is my favorite.
That sounds great. Ironically, I think both of them are going to be no problem at all.
Do you know why I love the planet?
As befits the man.
They're both pretty easy to manage. Let me see actually what their opinion is of me right now. So the Industrialists have 66 and the Environmentalists have 44. Which makes sense. I did agree to pass some policies in the Constitution right away that immediately would have made the Environmentalist upset. But I'll do a couple of things to appease her. She's very easy to please. And the Industrialist will be pleased with me for my normal playstyle. I also need to definitely look at trade now, because all of my trade deals are gone, and I need to start becoming best friends with both of the new powers. You don't have to pick a side in the Cold War, so it would be in my best interest to immediately begin trading with both of them, and using the trading post I can maximize my I can go ahead and maximize. Let's go ahead and send some rum to the Eastern Bloc. Alright, that's not a bad deal. 42% above standard. That is good. Obviously, it would be better to have more, but now the good news is because there are two trading powers that I'm trading with, I can go ahead and send some more stuff more quickly. So how about cigars? I will move this over to them. I could also take a look actually at what is currently selling well. Goods and prices. Okay. Right. So what's most valuable? Boats are actually way above in terms of their total value. Maybe I should trade those instead. I'll go ahead and change it to boats. I'll send those to the Western powers. And then I'll go ahead and do a couple of trade deals with each of them. So that way they will both start to like me more. I want to try and keep it relatively even as I can do. Completing on signing it, I get +5 and -2 with the other person. Completing it, I get +5. And this scales actually though, with whatever the case is, but it's only up to -3 in total. So you can improve your relationships with these two really easily. You don't have to be dealing with just one of them. They don't have a lot of exports that they want to give right now though, which kind of sucks, or that they want to take. I also definitely just need to, in general, solve this problem, like, almost completely. It's kind of obnoxious that I have this problem. I've got a bunch of housing available, but it's not, well, no, I probably just don't. That's not showing me how much I have. How many vacant homes do I have? Vacant homes, I've got 2. So I obviously don't have nearly enough available. Let me quickly fix this. Shack, circus, on the way to clinic. Almost certainly then they are all people who live over here. Yeah. They all live over here. So I can go ahead and build some more flop houses or even tenements now. This is good now that I've unlocked this. I can start to replace these. They hold more people. I can now go ahead and build tenements here. Before I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some down right over here, rather than replacing the ones that I currently have. I will eventually replace those. These each hold 16 households, so they should, support most of the families and some more, hopefully, for a while. Where do we have other people? There's a shack here. I might be able to go ahead and replace some of this. I will demolish this. And then I will go ahead and put some apartments in here. And a new place. This, the fast food joint, has an area of effect where it'll provide better food for the housing in the immediate area. So it helps to put it out right over here, next to this residential area. That's very useful. I've actually wanted to put down a couple of these now for a while. This is not a great location, but I could put one over here. I also did I leave a spot open over here for a fast food joint? I could have sworn that I did a long while ago. I didn't mention it or anything, that that's what I was doing, but I guess I didn't. I might go ahead and demolish these. And then I'll go ahead and put down a fast food joint in the middle. And I've got a little bit more room here where I should be able to put down something else. Is that what that is? It is. There we go. So there's a park and a fast food joint in the middle of this urban area. And that fast food joint has an area of effect around providing food happiness to all of the nearby residential. I need to completely replace all of these bunkhouses that are still around. Also, let me check. I probably never properly did urban development. I didn't put it in yet.
As much as the people.
Yeah, I should have done that to begin with. There's probably not any specific reason this needs to be a housing location. I could put something else there. I'm gonna go ahead and relocate this just across the street. So then we'll go ahead and demolish these. And this is also a farmhouse. And by having done that, I can now go ahead. Oh, let me relocate this. Go across the street here. Now I can turn this into a much better urban area here. If I do this properly, I can squeeze in a bunch of different places. Let's see, how many people are unemployed or yeah. So there's a lot more unhomed people, poor people, and well-off people. There's one filthy rich person, I don't know who that is. That's a little interesting. I'll have to also, now luckily, this is right across the street from, well, it's not, it's down the street from the police station. The tenements have additional, they make crime, they decrease crime safety in the area. So I do gotta be careful about that. But, I might go ahead and have these here. I could go ahead and now that I've invented electricity, I could go ahead and start putting down a few other things that are good, like the TV station. I might use that for this location over here. There's a Teamster's office over here. Did I ever set up where this goes? Yeah, I did. It goes over here, right? It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and set that up further. The radio station. This increases liberty in the whole area. This affects people in their workstation specifically. And I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on someone's jobs. Here we go. I might want to have a few of these. I don't know. Let me double check. The radio station, what does it require? It requires people who are... Oh, it requires college-educated people. I hadn't even realized. Well... An inspiring statue. I have really high approval. I'll go ahead and get the Inspire People statue. Inspires people living in the surrounding areas. It doesn't affect people working. And it increases their overall happiness. So obviously, I want to get that wherever I can. Preferably. If I had been a little bit more considerate, I could go ahead and put it here, I guess. Instead of having the fast food joint right here. It'll be fine. I'll just have the Inspire People statue here. Yeah. That way this guy looks out his window, he can go ahead and see this. That's pretty good. That's just what you want to see. So when you're going to church, you'll be able to go ahead and see this when you're chilling out. When you are, mourning the dead, you'll be able to see this nice statue of El Presidente dancing. That's just what you want to see. I'll go ahead and demolish this park after all. And then I will go ahead and put this statue here instead. That will inspire people that are eating at the fast food place when it's done. Who doesn't like that? Everyone loves that. There's no real effective way to do it here. I guess this is fine. Let's just do this because it works on people living and who are both living and working nearby. There we go. Fantastic. That'll make everybody super happy. I really wish these people would hurry up and move. What is their, okay, they're broke. So that's one issue, I'm gonna have to go ahead. Oh, you know what? Seeing that they're broke isn't enough, though. I need to know, they're high school educated. Look at that. Uneducated. Let's just take a look at the almanac, because this is where the people are, right? College educated, high school educated, and uneducated. There are a couple of solutions to this problem, First of all, okay, I may have been a little confused when I said the other place needed a college education. I think it's just high school for the radio, which is good. I can make a few more radio stations that'll affect people who are working, over here. And then I don't think I had a radio station over here at all. So obviously doing that is a good idea. People can just walk to this place. And then I have a radio station over here. These are all jobs for high school educated people. You can just have it right next to the prison and the military base. That'll be a fine location. Right here. There we go. Alright. Then, there's a lot more that needs to be done in order to provide jobs for people, for all these new people. This place doesn't have a lot going on over here, you know? I could make some more boats if I wanted to. That's what I'll do. I could go ahead and have a logging camp over here. Go ahead and have this logging camp. And then I'll go ahead and... What about a fisherman's wharf? I could do that. I haven't done that at all. Go ahead and have a fisherman's wharf right over here. There isn't really any good residential, you know, location over here either. So I might want to go ahead and produce a bus garage that goes out to this location, right? Or even better yet, just make another neighborhood in this location. I do need to start, like, thinking about my tourist location that's going to be here. That is a big concern. My people need to come first, though. And another thing I need to think about is the garbage dump. Now, this is an option, but let me go ahead and... Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is something I wanted to get. I didn't think I could get it yet, though. But I can. It's expensive, but I'm gonna get an aircraft carrier. And I think I'll put it, like, right over here. So that way, it'll be able to fly. The way the aircraft carrier works is if there are any enemy squads that appear, it will go and send some bombers out to blow them up. And it has such a really good response time. It usually is able to take care of guerrillas before the military even responds. So that'll be really useful. A courthouse. This will generate money for people who are imprisoned. That could be useful because I'm going to be imprisoning a few people. This requires rich people, doesn't it? So I can put the courthouse over here where they can easily get to work in the morning. This will be the courthouse. It'll be easy for them to walk to work. Look at all these people walking to work. Where are they going? Busy, busy. This guy's on his way to the mine. He's on his way to this mine. So this is their walk to work. That's horrible. It's a terrible commute. Let me go ahead and... just in case that's somehow better to walk along the sidewalk. The guerrillas haven't been attacking yet because I did a bunch of raids on them. I would like it if these people would, you know, go ahead and find some jobs, that would be great. That would be really good. This guy's working at the mine now. Alright, I've completed that tiny little trade deal. That reminds me. This doesn't have it yet. I don't know if I have uranium either. I need to start moving to this other location as well as soon as I start making enough. I've made a lot of my money back, which is good, but I need to like create a landing over here so that I can finally start like working on this island. It's going to be a little bit difficult though. Here we go. Let me do it over here. This should allow me to have people start working on this island. And then I can start dealing with my population issues by doing that. Because there's a whole bunch of mineable resources over here for me to get. Now, yeah, the workers cannot reach the site. Yeah, it'll need to have a landings first, which it's going to soon. Just maximum exploitation. There we go. I wonder if I look at the road construction, is this going to show me? It will. Okay, it shows me what I'm going to need it to be connected to. I'll worry about... Well, I don't even need to worry about bridges until I have a dock over here. The landing doesn't count. That's just for pedestrians. Great. Maximum exploitation. I need to start building a garbage dump around here so that I can deal with all this pollution. So the idea is I need to kind of like drag the pollution into one particular direction. The idea is I want to like affect all of this, but I want to kind of move it into a location farther away from where everybody is. So maybe right over here. By doing this, it'll affect all of these buildings while being far enough away from everything else. The dock doesn't appear to be affected. What is that? Yeah, that's good enough. This will be the location where there's lots of pollution. And then I can build a few other things over there. My other garbage dump be over here somewhere. Where is it? Yeah. Just somewhere where there's going to be less people. Most people won't be affected. This will prevent garbage from piling up right in the middle of all of this. This area has very little infrastructure directly surrounding it. I can build stuff on either side. And then, of course, I can have one last one all the way over here to get the rest of the stuff that is on this side. that wasn't able to be caught by this. There will be very little pollution now. That is all in the big, heavy areas.
Contact. Comrade, secure this communication.
Okay. There we go.
Scramble this channel immediately. The code word is borscht. We have 20 seconds from now.
Alright, cool. I guess I haven't mentioned in all this time that I actually realized I had made a mistake when I created the requirements. I need to actually just win. I need to do one of these things, not all of them. Which kind of, you know, sucks. Speaking of which, how am I supposed to reach modern times? Normally, after you've played for a little while in the Cold War, you'll be told that you need to do something to reach modern times, that you need to select an objective. I don't know why.
I'm so glad I made this deal with you, President.
I don't know why that hasn't happened. So maybe I won't even be able to reach modern
It's official.
times.
We have a drought. Water rationing begins immediately. In other news, it's bad.
Now that the war is over, Presidente, we finally have a chance to demonstrate your unlimited greatness to the world. I am so excited.
Okay, so that was extremely late, but yeah. The ways that I have to choose from in order to... This is what I was talking about. The way that I have to win the Cold War is by choosing an objective. I either need to steal a landmark, join the nuclear club, or win at tourism. I usually always borrow a landmark because it allows you to get through it really fast, but since I'm going to win once I do that, I might not want to do it so I can just get the landmark. I might try joining the nuclear club. I don't know how hard that's going to be, but I assume I'm going to need to build a nuclear weapon. And you know, that's the only real guarantee a country like Tropico could have of safety. If you have a nuclear weapon in this game, then foreign powers can't just declare war on you, but they will still send people to try and replace you as governor. They will send small squads, but they can't just win. You can't just lose the game by people declaring war on you because of your disparity in nuclear power. And then establish a paradise for tourists. I might try to do all of these, but this will take the longest, I think. I'll do this.
A powerful gesture for a powerful leader. This is not simply a spark of genius. It is atomic.
Right.
Presidente, it is so dry that dogs are marking the territory with chalk lines.
Life goes on. We'll just conserve it for residential buildings. So all of these work buildings aren't going to have lots of, aren't going to be as efficient, but that's fine. The drought will only last a short time. Let me look at my research. Cold War. Oh yes, diplomatic super party. I want that right away. Mandatory waste sorting. Let's do that. That's good. What about media independence? Maybe I should... here we go. Emigration. And maybe media independence. I'll take a look at all those as soon as I can. me go ahead and look at my trade routes. Still haven't got all those boats in there yet, have I? That's crazy. Alright. Another thing I should look at are my special citizens. Okay, here we go. I've got a bunch of criminals, right? All of these people...
See?
Now, since I removed separation of powers, all I have to do is just choose for these people to be, you know, imprisoned if they aren't already, though.
Flying cars have arrived in Tropico. Current flight times are less than a second, but our scientists are working hard on improving that.
Okay, a lot of these people are in jail already, but,
So stressed.
this guy's
Can I help you?
inside prison.
Hola.
This guy's not. We'll arrest him. It cost me very little
So
to
good to
just
see you. Let me be.
do this since they are on the way to clinic. Yeah. Arrest you. Let's see here.
Ugh, what a day.
Yeah. I'll just bet.
What did he mean by that?
Apartment. If they're in prison, then they will also no longer...
I am sorry, not today, please.
Their housing will become available to other
Please,
people.
excuse me.
So that's good.
Are you lost? Get a drink.
Just quickly arrest all of them.
Hey, may I help you? Oh, busy these days.
The rest of these people are inside prison or the dungeon. So all of them should be arrested soon. And once they are, I should be making a good amount of money on in the prison, right? Right, because of the fact that
As a captain of industry, I often think about getting my own boat. But I usually spend the money on more factories instead.
okay, I'm already building an aircraft carrier, so that's good. Yeah, with the prison labor, I can make money by having those people in prison, so it doesn't hurt to have them there. People's opinion of you, people do lose personal experience with you if you arrest their family members, but as long as it doesn't get too out of hand, it's better to just handle it personally like that, rather than have any kind of annoying justice system that doesn't work. They start getting better deals soon. Alright. Let me also make sure that with my logging camp, I've also got enough of these, lumber mill.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated. The fashionable new distressed architecture style is apolitical and proves nothing anyway, the palace says.
A plastic plant. That's something I definitely want. There's lots of oil over here. Lots of oil. Steel and rubber to produce whatever. Cocoa and sugar to produce chocolate. Takes planks to produce furniture. There we go. Things are going pretty well.
I'd like to think that we're friends, Presidente.
Yep. If only this heat wave would stop. What do the environmentalists think of me right now? They kind of hate my guts right now. That's not good. I'm gonna
Stay
go...
vigilant, Presidente. Subversives are everywhere. Heck, I might be one.
I'll bet you are. Is it dealing with this threat here? Oh yeah, it is. Let's take a look here. We've got these guerrillas over here. Yeah, the guerrillas have been defeated by this plane that took off so fast that you couldn't even see it. That was crazy. We'll never have to worry about guerrillas again now. That's pretty good.
El Presidente announces today a new deal with God, bringing an end to recent shortages of rain and drinking water. Praise be to the palace!
Yes. I have negotiated with God and solved all of our problems. Let's take a look here. Half of the homes that I've made are vacant. You know, they're not, well, they don't want to live there, I guess. Still lots of broke people over here. I don't know what it is that they expect me to do about all that. I'll go ahead and create another logging camp over here, or a coconut harvester. That would also be an option. There aren't any coconut trees over here. There's some over here. I could use, you know, just a few more coconuts, right? Who doesn't need coconuts, right? These are just jobs that work. More jobs for people that are for poor people. For uneducated people. This requires more uneducated people. Processes hides into leather. I've already got leather directly from crocodiles. Did I place my furniture factory down? I don't know. It's a lumber mill. Yeah, it's right over here. I guess I could also go ahead with some construction. One thing I haven't done in a while is actually build a construction office. You know. That might be a good idea. I can go ahead and build a few more tenements. And then I can go ahead and build a fast food joint. I'll build the construction office. And then that'll allow...
Do not panic, Presidente, but I bring news of a threat so unthinkable, I cannot even tell you what it is.
I'll need to do that at some point, won't I? Let me go ahead and take a look. Where am I getting any uranium from? Do I have any?
What makes the Cold War so cold? The lack of love for El Presidente. Remember, loving El Presidente is your patriotic duty as a Tropican.
I do have uranium. I've got quite a bit of it available here. It only just became available now. There's quite a bit of it underneath the locations that I might not necessarily want to dig up. But for now, I think I've done pretty well. I should actually take a look here at my... I really didn't mean to piss off the environmentalist this much, but what can I do, right? Did I ever complete the mandatory waste sorting thing? Oh, hang on. Let me do this really quick.
I am sure.
This'll...
Set your alarm, Presidente, because Eco-Peril never sleeps. The seas are poisoned and the sky's full of holes. Woohoo!
Cool.
I sometimes wonder about your final confession, Presidente. I suspect that it could take a rather long time to cover all your sins.
Great. Of course, it's the two women that have the biggest issue with me. Public service, an asylum. The asylum is like a prison, but you use it to make people lose their political views, which I don't really care about. But you can use it, I guess. There's no, like, labor or anything involved. It's kind of just so that way you can make people have less fanatical political views. It doesn't really matter to me if they do. And then the snorkel bay. You see, the environmentalists have good ideas, they just won't tell me what they are, so then I'm forced to ultimately like lose a whole bunch of their respect. They have good build requests, they just also hate progress. It's not good. Modern times would be easier to appease them. I also should probably steal something, right? I should get started on that. I need to make a spy academy for that, though. I guess I'll do that next time. Right now, I need to make a nuclear program, right? Where is it? It's not a public service, I don't think. I don't need that. I thought it would be under military. I don't see it though. A nuclear program is under media and education. Okay. It can be used to keep superpowers from invading. And it makes the militarists and the conservatives happy. As if I need them to be any more happy. I don't really. Probably should have thought more carefully about where I placed this. I'm gonna go ahead and build the nuclear program over here. And I will build the asylum a little bit in front. Go. Since it takes up less space. Yeah. What a nice place to live next to. Does the nuclear program have like I don't see any exit, so I guess it doesn't need one. I only put it over here because it would require, you know, college-educated people, and I've got a few mansions over here. So obviously I should build a few more mansions and upgrade them. There we go. That'll be nice. All right. I guess this became an ultimatum automatically because of the fact that they've offered me this while they have such a low opinion of me. Oh man, I really don't like feeling this angry. It ruins my mellow. You can smell an angry hippie a mile away. Great. That's not good. I better make sure that she's satisfied with this snorkel bay. Just as soon as my construction workers want to show up for work, you know? Alright. I'll see what happens next time.